Hey guys, welcome to day 7 of graphs. Yesterday we talked about ordered pairs and we practiced graphing them on the coordinate plane. Today we're going to look at sets of ordered pairs and how they combine to show a trend in data. So today we're going to be constructing scatter plots. Okay, so a scatter plot is a graph that shows a relationship between two sets of data. I'm looking at your notes up at the top here. And you should have a set of notes that says graphs day 6. I think I said 7 earlier. Sorry, guys. But in a scatter plot, two sets of data are graphed as ordered pairs on a coordinate system. Okay, so in front of you, you can see an example of average SAT scores from 1995 to 2004. So over here, we have the data, we have years, and then we have the score. And what we've done is we've gone and we've plotted, let me move this a little bit so you guys can see the bottom of the graph there. There we go. We've plotted all of the scores on the y-axis against the year on the x-axis. So this is very similar to graphs that you have made in the past and probably made a line graph from it where you connect the dots. So you're going to plot your data on your coordinate plane and with a scatter plot, not connect the dots. So what we look at when we look at scatter plots is we look at the trend. So either the dots are going to be going up like this from left to right, or they might be just completely random, or they might be going down from left to right. Okay, on the bottom of your page, go ahead and practice making a scatter plot. You're going to plot the data that's in the table up here on the chart that's right here. Go ahead and pause the video and then come back and check that work. All right, so hopefully you ended up with a graph that looks something like this, and you will have noticed that the data told you that ACT scores went up for a few years, then stagnated, then dropped, and then started climbing again. So that's what we can tell from a scatter plot. Okay, now as I said in the beginning of the video, scatter plots show the types of relationships or patterns between two sets of data. So when we're looking at a scatter plot, we're looking to see what the data is doing. Over here on the left, we have a scatter plot showing a positive relationship. Now, a positive relationship means that as x increases, y increases. So both sets of data are increasing at the same time. A negative relationship goes down from left to right, and a negative relationship shows that as x increases, y decreases. No relationship is obvious, right? It means that there's no pattern at all and stuff is just all over the place. Now I'm going to link up here to a video for you guys to watch. I'm going to show it in class today, but if you're home ill, then you'll have to watch it on your own, just like you're watching this. That will help you remember positive, negative, and no relationships. So when we look down here at our example problem, and we look at our scatter plot, let's read through the example first. It says, determine whether a scatter plot of the age of a car and the value of a car might show a positive, negative, or no relationship, and then explain your answer. Well, if you guys have ever helped your parents buy a car, you know that the older it is, the cheaper it is. So down here on the x-axis, we have age in years, and over here on the y-axis, we have value in thousands of dollars. And of course, when the car is young, the value is way up here, and as the car gets older and older, the value goes down. And so this data shows a negative relationship. Okay, now it's time to check your progress. So let's read through this problem right here. It says, determine whether a scatter plot of the birth month and birth weight data might show a positive, negative, or no relationship, and then explain. Remember, positive goes this way, negative goes this way, no relationship is just all over the place. Okay, so you should have said no relationship. As we can see from this data, it's just all over the place. There's no relationship there, and obviously it doesn't matter what month you're born in. The birth weight of a baby has nothing to do with that. Okay, let's go through one more example. On the next page, number 3, it says, a biologist recorded the lengths and weights of some largemouth bass. The table shows the result. So we've got length on the x-axis and weight on the y-axis. And if we were to take all that data and make it into a scatter plot, it would look like this right here. You already have it done for you. Okay, the question B says, does the scatter plot allow you to draw a conclusion about a relationship between the length and weight of a largemouth bass? Explain. And the answer is yes. As the length of a bass increases, so does its weight. So the scatter plot shows a positive relationship. And then on C, it says predict the weight of a bass that measures 22 inches. So if you were to look at this pattern in the graph, you could mentally draw a line or even physically draw a line through there. And you could predict that the weight of a bass measuring 22 inches, so it would be somewhere over here, would be between 5 and 6 pounds. It'd probably be between 5.5 and 6 pounds, wouldn't it? Okay, the next problem down there is for you to do on your own. So go ahead and pause the video and then come back and check your work. Okay, so there's what your scatter plot should look like. And you can see that the data does show a positive relationship between weeks of experience and words per minute, or keyboarding speed. So you should have answered for 3C. It says predict the keyboarding speed of a student with 12 weeks of experience. So if we look up here and we just kind of follow the trend, a student with 12 weeks of experience would probably be around here. So I'm going to fill in 62 words per minute here. And we're guessing on that number, but it's going to be around there. All right. For the rest of this packet, I want you guys to go ahead and complete the Toyos. I'm not going to go over them in this video because I feel like this is a pretty straightforward objective. Just remember, positive relationships go up from left to right, negative relationships, or increase from left to right, negative relationships decrease from left to right or go down. Graphs with no relationship have data scattered all over the place. And again, I'm going to link to that video to help you guys remember up here, and I can figure out where to put my pen, right about here in the corner of this video. That's it for today. Have a nice afternoon.